At the end of 5 innings, behind Simmons, Philadelphia is out in front of the Giants 4-1. 4 runs in the 4th inning. Kozlov didn't come back for the 5th. Saul Magley took over then. And in that 4th inning, Dick Sisler, who is just as hot as a 79-cent pistol, hit a home run, his 5th of the year with 1 on. Pittsburgh has just made 2 runs in the 2nd inning. Go ahead 2-0 over the Chicago Cubs of Chicago. Cincinnati's to St. Louis tonight. Now in the American League, Washington's at Boston, and the Red Sox are leading 2-0 at the end of 4.5 innings, with Stobbs pitching for Boston, Hudson for Washington. It is a 2-1 ball game. The White Sox over the Cleveland Indians. Kane for Cleveland and Bobby Feller pitching for Cleveland. And as Connie just told you, Feller hit a home run in the 3rd inning for Cleveland's only tally. Wise will start for the Athletics at the Polo Grounds against Vic Raschi. At the, Polo Grounds, at Yankee Stadium. And at Yankee Stadium today, one of the great men all time in baseball, Ed Barra, is being honored. This is a day in honor of Ed Barra. Connie?
Right, Red. Sam Jethro leading off. He's the Boston lightning bolt. Boy, can he run. Switch hitter batting right-handed against this lefty Joe Hatton. The first pitch dealt outside and low for ball 1. Jethro playing at Montreal last year, stole 89 bases. Swing down this one, it's a high fly ball deep back in the left center. This one may be gone, and it is. This one way back in there. Jethro tagged that one high and far for his 5th home run, and he touches the ball. He leads the league, you know, in the number of base hits. That is his 33rd. And he brings home his 23rd run. So he's tops in that department. So Jethro really got a hold of one of Hatton's curveballs and straightened it out. Back in section 32, which is in left center field, and it is now a 4-0 ball game. Earl Specs Torgerson stepping up, batting at 295. Steps away from a sidearm curveball. Ball 1. So the Dodgers got a lot of work to do. Hatton, who threw 3 home run balls at Chicago, has tossed 2 today. 1 to Gordon, and now this one to Jethro. Sweeping curveball outside. Bankhead continues to toil down in the bullpen for Brooklyn. Dodgers have the tail end of their hitting list coming up in the last half of this 5th inning. Hatton's overhand fastball gets over for a strike. Ball 2, strike 1. Dodgers down 4-0. Top half of the 5th inning. Post Cereals very happy to be sending it all your way, wherever you may be around the country. 2-1 pitch up high. Ball 2. Ball 3, beg your pardon. Ball 3, strike 1. Torgerson has 23 base hits, moving along quite solidly. Hatton throws 3-1, and this is inside, up tight for ball 4. So after the home run, Hatton deals up a walk. We walked Gordon in the 1st inning, and then, as Red told you, that little pop fly hit out the shortstop that Reese lost in this tough sky. And that's why Boston got their 1st run. A home run by Gordon after a single by Torgerson got him 2 more, and Jethro opened up this frame with a home run. Bustin' Bob Elliott up, 1 for 2 this afternoon. Torgerson jumps down on first base. Here's the pitch to Bob. Swung on him right back. Right hit Mr. Hatton's whiskers and into center field, and Torgerson easily cruises around to third base. Boy, that was a solid wrap right back to Hatton. Out into center field. So for Elliott, that's his 2nd hit. Edwards goes to the mound. Captain Reese comes in from shortstop. Bankhead continues to toil down in the bullpen, and here is Mr. Gordon again. So, friends, Hatton is going to get the derrick. And now Dan Bankhead, after throwing down a fast blazer out there, starts walking in towards the mound. 4-0 score, top half of the 5th inning. Bankhead, as we told you before while he was tuning up, came up with a little arm trouble. It was more in his back. And he's back on the firing line now. Dan came up with a sparkling relief job at the Polo Grounds when big Don Newcomb started a ball game and only won a couple. Dan took up the torch, went on to win the ball game, and that kind of cemented him around the place. Then as he pitched good ball out in the West, then the sore back and Schottenius had to put him on the shelf for a while. But here he is, and it's going to be a rather interesting experience to see how he's going to come along. This is a power-packed Boston lineup, and they can really swing that wood. Here's one of them up there right now. Sid Gordon with a home run his last time up. Bankhead looking the situation over now as he's back to the plate. The outfield is deep, you betcha they are, with Gordon up there swinging that mace. They're around into left field. Carl Erskine starts walking down to the bullpen. Bankhead had a fine year last year at Montreal. He won 20 ball games and lost 6. He's rather a willowy fellow with a very good move. Oh, he shows you a lot of motion out there, and that ball comes whisking out of nowhere. Got a good kick, too. Spins, comes down the curveball to Gordon on the corner for a strike. 4-0 score in favor of the Braves from Beantown. Bankhead now to his stop position. Runners on at first and third. Spins, comes in with a curveball, and is over again. 2. Gordon comes back. He isn't beefing on it. He's just back talking to Larry Getz about, boy, wasn't that a beauty. Strike 2. Erskine is now up and throwing down in the Dodger bullpen. Billy Southworth hoping for a little more business, coaching down here at third base. Johnny Cooning is over at first today. He alternates with Jimmy Brown, former Cardinal captain. Bankhead ready to deliver the strike 2 pitch now. Down she comes to Gordon, and he takes a half chop at it. The ball hits the stick and goes right into the Dodger dugout. Exactly, I know my geography here. Practically went right down that ramp in the center. Ennis has just hit a home run in the 6th inning with 1 on, his 4th of the year. So we know that Philadelphia leads the Giants at least 6-1. The inning is not complete, and that was the last half of the 6th. Bankhead set to work again. Comes down, the big curve swung on, and cracks foul way back in the left field seat. Gordon swung out ahead of that a little bit too much and pulled it foul. The Braves leading 4-0. Top half of the 5th inning. Snyder's really going steady with that left center field fence out there on Gordon. He's way around him. He'll be up in the stands 2 more steps back. Bankhead working on a tough hitter, Sid Gordon. Now the pitch, fastball. Bankhead really let him have it. He Sunday pitched on Saturday afternoon and got him swinging. 1 out. And brings up Willard Marshall. Marshall hitting at .267. Bankhead try to help the Brooklyns here get out of this bad spot. 1 run already in. Runners on at first and at third. 1 out. Marshall up. Left-hand hitter takes a curve that is low for ball 1. Willard has 24 base hits, a couple of home runs, and he's 1 for 2 this afternoon. Single his first time up, but that was that little pop fly that Reese lost in the sun. Bankhead comes in with his pitch, outside, ball 2. Dan is pitching away from Marshall, hoping to cut down his power to pull the ball. Although the defensive setup for Brooklyn in the outfield is around towards the right field line. Wood pulls about everything he gets his stick on. Big and strong. Now the 2-0 pitch, swung on and cut foul. Back up over the Braves wigwam and back into the stand. Ball 2, strike 1. Top half of the 5th inning. 4-0 Boston. Say, Mother, you tried Sugar Crisp yet? Boy, if you haven't, put that right on top of your grocery list. Bankhead working diligently here on a tough man. Sends a fastball outside for ball 3. Erskine continues to warm up. Maybe Shotton will want the pinch hitter for Bankhead, who will be the second man up in the last half of the 5th inning. Erskine is getting tuned up. Got him on the back of the stove. Bankhead ready to deliver now, 3-1. Checks. Runner at first base. And there goes Elliott. The pitch high. A high fly ball going deep out towards right center field. And this one is up against the fence. In to score comes Torgerson right up back of him. Comes Elliott, and so it is now 3 runs in. Bankhead got by 1 man, but a big booming triple by Marshall off the right center field fence gets 2 more in. Torgerson and Elliott come home to roost. Marshall, his second hit, a couple of runs batted in, gives him now a total of 16. And he's whacked over. 6-0, favor of Boston. Top half of the 5th inning. Better wait for the call on that because for a while it looked like there might be enough carry to get this thing into Bedford Avenue. Hit high up against the wall. The Snyder practically crawled up and tried to grab it. Up there now is Big Cooper. Walker swings at the fly ball to center. Looks like it's going to be deep enough to get this run in. There's Snyder making a grab of it. Here comes Marshall tugging to the plate, and he makes it easy. Number 4 comes over. 7-0. Braves leading the Dodgers here at Ebbets Field. So it's a run batted in for Big Cooper. Brings up Sibby Sisti, the second baseman. Now he got a chance to play. He's yet to come up with a base hit. 4 for 8. 2 out. Bankhead in with a curveball up too high. Ball 1. Well, the Dodgers got a lot of work to do. Trailing 7-0. Top half of the 5th inning. Bankhead spins in with a curveball and gets it through for a strike. Braves have counted 4 times here in the top half of the 5th inning, and they're still at it. 2 out. Big swung on. There's a little looper hit out back to second. Reese goes over and it bumps into Robinson. Down goes Pee Wee, and Robinson gets the ball, and Reese, I think, is hurt. Reese went charging over. Jack went after the ball. The 2 of them converged right back to second base, and they smacked. And Robinson got the ball, but Reese had the wind knocked out of him, and out trainer Wentworth and Billy Southworth, the Braves, a few more of them are running out there. The Dodgers, of course, are all around their little captain, and he's stretched out. Boy, that was a bang-bang. You went into a run. I'm telling you, like running into a brick wall. Pee Wee was not looking, and he just kept going after that ball, and Jack came on, too, both of them watching the flight of it, and smacked together. And now Pee Wee's up, walking around. Okay, there.
Well, friends, everywhere, folks are talking about the new cereal sensation called Sugar Crisp. Yes, sir, and Sugar Crisp is really something to talk about. An entirely new cereal that's more than a cereal. As a cereal, it's dandy. For snacks, it's handy, or eat it like candy. Sugar Crisp, you see, is wholesome puffed wheat with a delicious coating of sugar and honey. Now, for your breakfast, why, you just pour milk or cream on top and skip the sugar. Delicious. And you can enjoy Sugar Crisp between meals for a special snack. Or take it along wherever you go. Or just eat it right out of the bag, like candy. So, better treat the family to Post Sugar Crisp right away, Mom. How about this Saturday afternoon, huh? Stores are still open? Yes, sir. Buy several bags, and then just watch them disappear. So look for Sugar Crisp at your friend the grocer's in the big red, white, and blue cellophane bag. Well, we got the last half of the fifth inning coming along. Well, Connie, it was quite a collision down there, wasn't it?
Like walking in the door in the middle of the night. Wow. Now, Pee-wee's all right. Doc Wendler motioned up to our booth here, said that he got him up around the windpipe, knocked the wind out of him. Edwards up there takes the first pitch over for a strike. Sukforth is motioning down to the bullpen for Erskine to get tuned up. Looks like they're going to hit for Bankhead. Well, they need runs. Dodgers nothing, and Boston 7. Last half of the fifth inning. Edwards up there trying to get him a start. 5 for 31. This is average. Swings and lines this one right at third baseman Elliott. Bob didn't have to move a step. Come to me, baby. Line drive right at the third baseman for the first out of the last half of the fifth inning. And Bankhead now is coming up to hit. So all the motion to the bullpen to Mr. Erskine. Carl now turns around and sees Bankhead walking up. Oh, he's going to lob a throw. Sam Nairn is ready to go sit down, and now they do. Bankhead, who's a pretty good hitter, 1 for 7 so far this year, batting at 143. First day in Ebbets Field, he had a home run. Right-hand batter. Swings on the first pitch, and it's a high foul back on the plate. Here comes Big Cooper. He's got it. Big high foul back on the plate. 2 down. And Pee-wee, I guess, is going to take the rest of the afternoon off. Eddie Mixus is over at the bat rack. Boy, that was quite a bump. And Mixus still hasn't found his favorite stick yet. So Reese is through for the afternoon. And if we get any further word, well, we'll pass it along to you about Pee-wee. Yeah, it looks like running into a brick wall. So Mixus is going to hit for Reese, and undoubtedly will take over shortstop. Eddie Mixus is one of the 5 leather men in the game. He's not so potent with that stick that, boy, you can't let a guy like this go. Takes the first pitch on the corner for a strike. 2 out. Nobody on. The Dodgers behind 7-0, and Vernon Bickford, who has beaten them 3 times since he came in the league, had himself a pretty good day. Curve swung out and lifted high out to left field. Under it is Gordon, waiting now, looking up into this tough sky, and takes it for the out. Boy, it was a rainmaker. So 3 up, 3 down. And the Dodgers take the field now to face this Boston attack that has been rather rough this afternoon. Whacked them around for 7 runs so far. So we're ready to serve up the old redhead again with our post-serial scoreboard, and there's plenty on it.
At the end of 6 innings, the Phillies leading 6-1 over the Giants. Sisler and Ennis hit home run. End of 3 innings, the Pirates lead the Cubs 2-1. Cincinnati's at St. Louis tonight. In the American League, the Athletics failed to score in their first at-bat over at the stadium. The Yankees are now hitting. Wise is pitching for the A's against Grashey of New York. This has been a very significant afternoon at the stadium because this has been the ball game in honor of Ed Barrow. And the Yankees, you know, won all those pennants while Barrow was the fellow putting them together. And so a player from each of the former Yankee pennant-winning teams under Ed Barrow was there today, and a player from each of the National League teams that opposed those Yankee teams in the World Series was also there. So there's a great deal of sentiment there. And I don't know of a finer tribute to be paid to a more deserving person than the tribute to have a day in honor of Ed Barrow at Yankee Stadium. He, more than any other individual, built it. In 5.5 innings, the Red Sox lead Washington 2-0. And at the end of 4.5 innings, the White Sox over the Indians 2-1. What's the score here, Connie?
7-0. And it's unnatural as far as the Brooklyn fans are concerned.
What's the score here, Connie?
7-0. And it's unnatural as far as the Brooklyn fans are concerned. The Braves out on top. Buddy Kerr leading off against Bankhead here. Takes the first pitch high outside for ball 1. Outfield pretty much straight away. Infield normal. Mixes down at third, and Cox moves over to shortstop. Kerr swings and misses. Ball 1, strike 1. So Eddie's a handy man to have around on your bench. Reese, in the collision with Robinson, had to take the rest of the afternoon off. Banged his windpipe. Now the 1-1 pitch. Kerr bunts down along the third baseline. Mixes, grabs it, goes to first. In time. I'll tell you that Mixes can handle that leather. An awful lot of ball clubs like to have him around on their bench. Not only on their bench, and players. Vernon Bickford getting a splattering of applause here as he comes marching up. He shut out the Dodgers for 5 innings. Bates had gone out and got 7 runs off Hatton and Bankhead. Fastball is high inside for ball 1. Bickford as a hitter is 1 for 13. Average of .077. Outfield is split, big hole in left center. Bickford takes under the hands, ball 2. Schuba is playing a normal straightaway left field, but Snyder is faded over a bit towards right center. There's a big area out there between the center gardener and the left fielder. Now the 2-0 pitch, and this one is inside. Ball 3. Moving a plate around on Dan. Bankhead in relief of Joe Hatton. Dan ready to deliver the 3-0 pitch. Down she comes, too high, and without looking at the strike, Bickford goes on down to first base. First walk given up by Bankhead. Struck out 1. He came in the ball game after Hatton had served up a home run ball that Jethro is now coming up to hit left-handed against this right-hander. Then Torgerson walked, Elliott singled, and that was the exit for Mr. Hatton. Enter Bankhead, struck out the first man, big lumberman Sid Gordon, and then Marshall cracked him for a triple. After the inning was all over and the smoke died down, they had 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning. Jethro up there. Swings just a high fly ball deep back to the left center field. Schuba and Snyder racing way back, and it is Schuba who makes the catch. Snyder cut over in front of him, made a stab at it with his head, and Schuba behind him made the grab. For a minute, I thought we were going to have another one of those things. They are both converging on that baseball. It was hit deep back in the left center field, and that gave the crowd here at Ebbets Field something to hum about. Earl Torgerson, the first baseman, is up now, batting at .295, 23 base hits. Vernon Bickford on at first base, 2 out, top half of the 6th, 7-0, favor the Braves. First of a 3-game series. Outfield playing Big Torgy to pull the ball towards right. Curveball dealt overhand low for ball 1. Torgerson is 1 for 2 officially this afternoon. Grounded to second, singled, and walked. Bickford down off first. Pitch is on the corner for a strike. Bankhead pitching to that outside corner. Gil Hodges is not on the bag, holding it against Bickford. He's back at his fielding depth with a left-hand hitter up there who can pull that ball in his sector. And now at the last second, Torgerson gets something in his eye and steps out. Ball 1, strike 1. Guy really takes a toe hold. Bankhead to his lingering stretch, brings it down very slowly, comes in with a high pitch outside. Pulled a string on it, but couldn't get it through, and it's ball 2 and strike 1. Billy Southworth coaching down at third. Johnny Cooney, who finished up managing the ball club last year, is at first base. Bankhead ready to serve 2-1 to Torgerson, does, and it's over for call strike 2. Here's the official attendance, friends. 19,488. 19488. Top of the 6th, 2 out. The count 2-2 on Torgerson. Bickford leads away from first base. Bankhead. Pitch is in there, and it's over for call strike 2. Oh, the sneaky little curveball that got through there. And Mr. Torgerson was caught with his bat on his shoulder. So it is no runs, no hits, 1 man left on. Bickford walking with 1 away, and they left him at first base. Now, once again, here's Red Barber.
Connie, I bet the folks all over the country listening to this Post Serial broadcast and want to know when in the world we're going to talk about Post Toasted.
Well, now's a good time.
Never a better time. Post Toasted. Boy, I'm telling you, that's a big hit in the Breakfast League, and that's the reliable hit. Post Toasted. A long record of just making happy appetites happy. But friends, you try Post Toasters and judge for yourself, and see if they are better than any other cornflakes you ever ate. You'll find there's a world of difference in cornflakes, and it's Post Toasting that makes the difference. Yes, ma'am. You'll notice a delicious, grand-tasting difference in every spoonful of Post Toasters. They're extra good, extra tasty, and extra fresh. So next time at your grocer's, don't you say cornflakes. You just ask the man for Post Toasters, yeah? Get better cornflakes. That's another famous Post cereal, guaranteed fresh.
George Schuba leading off, and he can't get away from a curveball. It hits him right on his number 8 in the back of his uniform. And he's on at first base the hard way. The Schuba hit by a pitch. Bickford broke off a great big rainbow. Almost broke Schuba off, too. Well, Snyder is up. 7-0 score. The Dodgers have not scored in the last 19 innings. Shut out by Raffensperger and didn't score the last 5 innings at Pittsburgh. Pitch is over to Snyder for a strike. Oh, that's a long time. A run drought, isn't it? 19 innings. Shot, probably wondering when we're going to get the first one. Bickford a head bob, and his pitch comes down, swung on, pulled to the right side. Sisti up with it. Goes to first, and they get 1. The ball was not hit too sharply, so they made sure of the front man. Cardinal rule in baseball. Snyder hitting into a force play. Sisti, the second baseman, to Buddy Kerr, the shortstop. So Schuba is erased at the middle stop, and it brings up Jackie Robinson. Jack batting at .323. Walked in the first inning, grounded to second base in the 4th inning. Infield set up in double play position now. The runner on at first base and 1 out. Snyder leading away. Torgerson holding the bag tightly against him. Bickford takes a look, throws into Robinson. 1 out and foul right down below us, and Red made a hop after that. Take a souvenir home to Little Miss Barber. Big bad Braves came down from Boston having a tea party here. Last half of the 6th, 7-0. Bickford in with a pitch, swung on, hit down to short. Kerr, well, nice one-hand pickup, touches second, goes to first for a double play, and there's a 3-man collision out at second base. Sisti and Kerr, and then, just to say hello, the Duke came in there and dug up some of our Ebbets Field real estate. And they all went down. This is quite a day we're having around here. Double play. And for the Braves, that is now their 26th. Well, friends, before we get you back to the old Redhead, I'll give you a quick look at the post-serial scoreboard. The National League, New York at Philadelphia, and at the end of 7 innings, the score is 6-1 in favor of the Phillies. Curt Simmons going. Kozlo started, Sal Maglie in the 5th, and Kirby Higbee in the 7th inning. Sisler at his 5th home run in the 4th inning with a man on. Del Ennis his 4th home run in the 6th with a man aboard. Pittsburgh playing at Chicago. Frank Hiller for the Little Bears and Chambers for Pittsburgh. And it's a 2-2 tie at the end of 4 rounds. Cincinnati and St. Louis, they'll go at it at Portsmouth Park tonight. In the American League, Philadelphia and New York, and as Red told you, it's Ed Barrow Day. 0-0 at the end of 1.5. Hooks Wise, former Cub, going for Philadelphia, and Vic Raschi for New York. Boston 4, Washington 0 at the end of 6 innings. Chicago and Cleveland, it's a 2-1 ball game in favor of the White Sox. Bobby Feller pitching and hit a home run. And St. Louis and Detroit will play a little later on. So that's it. And now, once again, back at his post, here's the old Red Bob.
Hello, Connie. Don't you get to fall at the reservation here. We want to hear from you later on. 7th inning, Bob Elliott, who has a pair of singles that are 3 times up. He's sitting now at 259. Big right-hand hitter. Relief pitcher Bankhead ready to go, and it's 7-0 Boston. Curveball is in. Ball 1. Bankhead is a tall, lithe, slender fellow. He's the first Negro in the history of the major leagues to pitch. Pitched here at Brooklyn, if you recall. Then went down to Montreal. Now back again. Curve, over. Call strike, 1-1. Johnny Antonelli is throwing down in the Boston bullpen. Is what he's throwing for remains to be seen. At any rate, he's keeping ready. Although, as far as the Dodgers are concerned, Bigfoot's been too rough. Outfield around toward left on Bob, who pulls the ball. Hits it hard out that way. Fastball is very high. Edwards has to reach up, mid on it, pull it down. 2-1. The strong wind, which is not let up, in other words, it isn't blowing in gusts, it's just constant, blows from right field into the left field corner, or from first base to third base. Bankhead, 2-1. A curve, 1-1 in mid. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Braves a run in the first inning, 2 runs in the third, and 4 in the fifth. The first run was a gift from Tough Sky, but the next 6, boy, have been blasted. In fact, the Braves right now, anybody hitting a single, it's sort of puny. Bankhead deals 2-2. Curves 1 in this first series. Third strikeout for Elliott. Dodgers snapped the ball around. This is the first game of a long homestand. Braves here tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. Jack Collins, the business manager of the Dodgers, just situated to the post cereal box. There are 12,000 seats, all prices for tomorrow's game. 12,000 seats. 1 out from Sid Gordon, who hit a big home run earlier. Takes a fastball high inside, ball 1. Sidney walked in the first inning and banged the 2-run home run. That was the Sugar Crisper right there in the third. Sid hitting 270. Right-hander Bankhead delivers, curve high inside, ball 2. You talking about something that's loose and limber? You ought to see this Bankhead pitch. He pitches as though he just hasn't got a bone in his body. And Jakes comes down 2-0, fastball high inside for ball 3. Eddie Bataan, who is one of the old settlers among the rooters here at Ebbets Field, is in good voice this afternoon, as usual. Down there howling at Desmond. 3-0 pitch, fastball high inside, ball 4. Base on ball. You folks out around the country, anytime you come in this neck of the woods, for goodness sake, you look up and see if the Dodgers are home. Because you just haven't been to New York at all if you haven't dropped in at Ebbets Field. If you haven't seen a ball game in Brooklyn, you just haven't seen one. We got lots of fellows like Bataan around here. You'll know you're in a place that's jumping. Never at all day. If it's going to happen, it'll happen here. break. 7-0 Boston. One gone. Willard Marshall up. Hit a triple. Knocks two in. Off Bankhead, you recall. In the 5th inning. That's that. Will left-hand hitter swings at the fly ball going deep on the right field. Rollo at the base of the scoreboard makes the catch. Throw goes to second base. Gordon returning to first. The wind held that up just enough to make it touchable. Without the wind today, that ball would have been halfway up on the scoreboard. I'll say a lot of you haven't been to Brooklyn, have you? Well, let me tell you, the dimensions down the right field wall, 297 right down the right field line. It is 395 in the right center field corner. It is 393 in the left center field corner. It is 351 in back of left field, and in the straight down the left field power wide, it's 348. Double deck stands all the way around except for directly behind right field. That's where the famous wall is. Here's Big Walker Cooper up. Swings and misses the third. He hasn't a hit in the 3 at-bats for the Braves, but he batted in the run. And in their 7th, the long fly ball. Big guy swinging from the end. Outfield around toward left. There goes Sid Gordon. Cooper swings, busts the ball down the left field corner. Over goes Schuber. He can't get it. It's off the wall for the first hit for Cooper, and here's Gordon around third. He's coming on in to score, and it's a big double by Walker Cooper. So Southford has Gordon running, and Big Cooper hit a 3-1 pitch, banged it off the left field wall, 348 feet away for his first hit as a Brave. So he bangs in two. Makes it now 8-0 game in favor of Boston. The first 6 runs charged the starter Joe Hatton. The next 2 to relief pitcher Bankhead. 2 men gone. Big Cooper, who's not so fast. He can swing that wood. And I think he likes to play for Southwood. Down there, second base. Miller's got him back again. You're ahead of me, St. Louis. There's City Sisti. S-I-S-T-I, Sisti. Bought from Buffalo. Been with the Braves quite a few years. Did both outfield, infield. Right-hand hitter. Pretty good one. Fastball down on his feet. All one. It may be that Chutton wants Newcomb to work an inning or so to tune up today. We'll see. I know left-hander Antonelli continues throwing in the left field corner for the Braves. Boston on top, 8-0. Braves looking for their first win over the Dodgers this year. Brooklyn swept the 2-game series at Boston earlier. 1-0 pitch, curve low, and it is ball 2. Boss Southworth pushing it third. He's an energetic figure. Johnny Cooney pushing at first base. Southworth has my most complete admiration. Bankhead throw. Swung. Billy has had to beat himself twice. You know, the hardest thing in the world is for a man to beat himself. He went out of the major leagues. One time, you know, he was manager with the Cardinals, but all the way down to the bottom, had to start up again, Class D ball. Then he just won his own fight. He came back to be manager of the Cardinals again and won World Championships. And he went on to Boston. Pitch inside, ball 3. And if there was one thing on the face of the earth that Southworth loved that son of his. And he was a great boy, and he was worth that devotion. And he had a fine war record. And then you'll recall, he went off a runway, landing at LaGuardia Field, and his body wasn't found for months. And Southworth, Nelly, was torn apart. But he survived that. You gotta like a fellow of that strike. 3-1 pitch now to Sisti. Low, ball 4. He's the board, base on ball. That's 3 walks given up by Bankhead, who should we say has looked slightly less than brilliant in his relief assignment. Of course, the testing point is, can he throw the ball at all after pulling that muscle? I'll let Desmond spell it, but they tell me the muscle he pulled at Chicago was the supraspinatus. Try that one on your ukulele. So 1 run in. Run at the first and second for Boston here in the 7th inning. 8-0 in favor of the Braves, who are hitterish, to put it mildly. Buddy Carr has 1 hit for 3 at-bats, the shortstop. Batting 181 for the year. Outfield slightly into left. Bankhead stops, deals, curves one on, lined into right center field for a base hit. They could wave around third base. And let's see, Sister comes into third and Carr holds at first for the ringing single. Second run of the inning on the 9th of the game, and all for the Braves. So Carr hits a line single out of the right center field. One batted in for him. Sister around the third. And the Braves continue on the warpath. We've got a little scalping party here in Flatbush. Hodges over at the mound talking to Bankhead. Pitcher Vern Bickford, who hasn't won a game this year, is sort of edging into the catbird seat, I would think, wouldn't you? He's had it himself, and his teammates have gotten him 9 runs. But at Christmas time on the 13th of May, Bankhead working for the third out, man at first and third, pitches high inside at the Bickford has to get back out of the way. Sister, who can run, leading down off third and foul ground, so in the event he's hit with a batted ball, he would not be automatically out. Carr off first, second base open, outfield back into right. Bickford takes high inside for ball 2. Bankhead behind now, 2-0. 7th man to come up here in the 7th inning. Braves out in front 9-0. 6 runs off Hatton, 3 off Bankhead. Fastball over for a called strike. Preacher Rowe is going down to the Brooklyn bullpen, I guess to carry some instructions. He's not taking a glove with him. He's going down and is talking to Newcomb. Newcomb and Erskine both throwing. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Rowe still talking with Newcomb. He ran down there too. Apparently he was under orders. We got to get a station break here as soon as we can. It's long, upper half of the 7th inning. But if you think it's long, how long do you think Bankhead thinks it is? 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, pitch and over throws it. So without further ado, with the Braves picking up 2 here to go ahead 9-0, we will pause for station identification.
I got a little riddle here, and see if you can come up with the right answer. Tell me, how quick is quick?
Oh, how about a fella knocking off his first bowl of Sugar Crisp? Is that quick enough?
Give that man a case of Sugar Crisp. Yes, friends, it's a fact. You'll sail right through that first bowl of Sugar Crisp once you discover how doggone good it is. Now, this exciting new Post cereal is fun to eat. It's wholesome puffed wheat with a delicious sugar and honey coating. You just pour on the milk or cream, skip the sugar, and get set for the happiest new breakfast treat in years and years. Okay, Red?
Righto, Connie. What were you talking about?
Sugar Crisp.
Yes, sir. Sugar Crisp. Pomperolo, first up, last of the 7th. Takes the pitch in for a called strike. Bickford, right-hander for the Braves. Pitches and Carr hits Siskin foul up by third base, close to the stands. Elliott's getting over. Close. He's got it. Right up against the railing alongside third. Foul ball to the third baseman. 1 up and 1 disposed of. Last to the 7th. That was about as quick as you could say. Sugar Crisp again, wasn't it? One go on. Bickford has been quite efficient. Quite an executioner out here. Pitching a very good game. Bill Hodges, who has Brooklyn's 1 hit, which is sort of a scribble. Very much a scribble. At the end of the bat down to first, it could have been scored an error very easily, one way or the other. Fastball over, called. But the official scorer, like the umpire's got to call it now, one way or the other. So that's the only hit so far. In fact, that's why you have an official score, to rule out something that is a doubtful status. Newcomb continues throwing. Erskine is stopped down in the Brooklyn bullpen. And another throwing in the Boston bullpen. Bickford deals, misses with his change up the fastball. Ball one. On ball, up strike. There's a big DC-6 bringing away in. 1-1 pitch. Curveball swung on a high pop fly. There's shortstop Carr backing up under it. He's got it. 2 out. Speaking about DC-6s, that was one that brought the Dodgers in from Cincinnati. Captain Harry Clark of American Airlines up there. And it was a great flight. And then 17,500. That's eating high up on the hog, boy. Two down, last the 7th. Then Billy Cox takes a change-up over for a called strike. Bickford's got everything working now. Beautiful, beautiful. Bickford with 1 out, walked 3 men in the first inning. Then he struck out Perillo, got him to take a 3rd strike, and got Hodges on a ground ball. Otherwise, he hadn't been threatened. Cox hits a bounding ball past the mound, out pinned in center field for a base hit. This is hit number 2, and if nothing else, it takes any sting away from that little split hit of Hodges in the 4th inning. Naturally, you get along this far, people are going to say, well, it'd be a shame if the guy is really going for one of those no-hitters if he just got one little squibber in there. But that matter is now settled. That's a clean single for Cox in the center. Hit number 2 off Bickford. 9-0 in favor of the Braves, and the batter is Bruce Edwards. After around toward left, Cox off first. Edwards takes a fastball low. All 1. Dean Hermansky has walked out on deck, apparently to hit for Bankhead if Edwards can save him a life. And Newcomb is the only pitcher working in the Brooklyn bullpen. So adding up, we're all going down to talk to Newcomb just now, etc. Erskine stopping his work and Newcomb continuing his. Apparently you feel that manager Schottler would like to see Newcomb get an inning or so's tune today. Ball, no strikes. Edwards up there at the plate, right-hand batter. Swings, fouls it back. 1-1. We just have had word from the clubhouse and from Doc Wendler, the trainer, that Pee Wee Reese, in his collision with Jackie Robinson, banged his windpipe. No abrasion, and nothing serious, and he's all right. Glad to send that word to you. Bickford steps off the mound, and gets second. The town call. Edwards out. Bickford set. Delivers. Edwards takes hindsight. Ball 2. Speaking of news that we're very happy to tell you about, we're glad to find out today that John L. Smith of the Brooklyn official family, who had a serious operation some 10 weeks ago, is feeling increasingly better. Now that good weather is coming, on occasion he's out in Prospect Park and around, getting the sunshine. 2-1 pitch, swung on, fouled up. Of course, you know that's grand news about a grand person. Smith, of course, is known wherever there are doctors and chemists as one of the outstanding contributors to such fields as development of penicillin, Claramycin. 2-2 pitch to the curve high, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone. Cox at first. Braves see tomorrow, 12,000 seats, all prices. The 3-2 pitch, Cox goes, of course, and it is ball 4 Edwards. Bickford now has 2 on. The first walk that he has had to surrender since the 3 back-to-back in the first inning, and Hermansky, Gene Hermansky, is hitting for Dan Bankhead. Bankhead, who has pitched the last 3 innings and given up the last 3 runs. Mansky, a left-hand batter, 2 for 4 this year. He's been strictly a pinch hitter. Takes a fastball over for a called strike. Antonelli continues working for the Braves, the left-hander. Newcomb gets his jacket. He's coming back into the bench, and it is obvious that Big Don will test his right arm next inning against the Braves. Throw, swung on, line drive, ball. Goes down into the boxes, way down the right field corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Mansky, strong, muscular left-hand hitter. Newcomb walking back into the dugout. Joe Hatton started for Brooklyn and was jawed loose. A home run by Gordon in the 3rd and a home run by Jethro in the 5th. He's out of there. The first 6 runs tossed to Hatton. Next through the Bankhead, 9-0 Boston. 2 strikes to Hermansky, who takes a curve low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Newcomb scaled his glove out onto the grass. Distant foul ground halfway between the plate and first base. So he's the next pitcher. Hermansky's hitting the Bankhead. Donion's been home resting that bad arm of his all the past week. Another ball high outside to Hermansky. 2-2. Braves 9, Dodgers nothing, and the Dodgers, of course, trying to rally, recoup, reform, and in other words, get back into the ball game. Bobby Holt, stocky right-hander who relieves for the Braves, is now up and throwing. 2-2 pitch, way high outside for ball 3. And Bigfoot says he didn't want to pitch that ball again. Ball catcher Cooper makes the exchange. That's another one that played on Larry Getz. Johnny Jorgensen is going over to the Brooklyn bat rack. Eddie Mixes scheduled to hit next if Hermansky gets on. Mixes a right-hand batter. And as Connie pointed out to you when Mixes took over in the ball game for Reese, that Mixes is primarily noted for his ability with a glove. All right, Paul Surios, happy to send you another big one from Brooklyn. Runners go. The 3-2 pitch is ball 4. Hermansky walks. The bases are once again loaded. Johnny Jorgensen, the Spider. Coming on the hit for the 3rd baseman, Mixes. Here in the 7th inning. There's the announcer. Jorgensen is 0 for 1. He's been almost a forgotten man on the ball's out, so to speak. There's Young Morgan coming up and Billy Cox around. He's never lost his ability to smile while he's been grinding up these tough days. Outfield around toward right. 2 out, 3 on. Pitch is low inside. Ball 1 for the Spider. I don't think he weighs 140 pounds. He has great timing. Open stance, left-hand hitter. Cox off 3rd. Edwards off 2nd. Mansky off 1st. It's a ball strike. Bob Chipman, the left-hander, gets up. Antonelli gets out of there. Antonelli was probably just throwing and shooting south. Bobby Holt, the right-hander, and Chipman, the left-hander, both working in the bullpen for the Braves in the event that Bickford has lost his touch. The Dodgers trying to penalize him. Boston ahead. 9-0. There'll be 2 men out. A single by Cox, and then Bickford adding to his own troubles with walks to Edwards and pinch hitter Hermansky. That's how she stand. The 1-1 pitch. Paul strikes 2. Curveball at the shoulders of the outside. Jorgensen steps back and kicks on the decision to Getz. Getz answered him back in kind. Yanni gets in. Catcher Cooper down in his crouch. Larry gets working into the crack between the catcher and a left-hand hitter. Leaned off the catcher's right shoulder. Pickford deals a high outside third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. The Dodgers trying to do something about this 9-0 deficit. The Braves have slapped on them. This is the last of the 7th inning. 2 out, 3 on. 2-2 pitch. High outside for ball 3. Fastball. Scouts all the way. An automatic line hit. 3-2 and 2 men gone. Jorgensen. Shoulders that stick now on his left shoulder. Now starts to pump it. Backs out of there. Vic taking a little time for him. Paid crowd, 19,488. And they're hooping and hollering here at Brooklyn. Boy, this ballpark is always alive. Runners go. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. So it's a 1-4 stand. 9-1. The bases remain low. Billy Southworth runs out to the mound. The first time he's gone out there today. He is staying with Bickford, leading him in. So Bickford runs his shutout, and here's hopes for collecting a case of Sugar Crisp for Citrus Beach. He's walked 3 straight men, following a single, so a runner's home. Batter is George Stuba. It's a 9-1 ball game, and the first run the Dodgers have scored now in 20 innings. It was forced upon them. Outfield toward right on Stuba, left-hand hitter. Swings at the ground ball to the right side. Sisti has to get away from him. Pichinella on all hands is safe and another run in. Pichinella at short. The bases remain loaded and run number 2 is in. Well, that was the break the Dodgers were looking for as they strive to have a big inning now. A boot by Sisti of a ground ball hit right at him. The bases remain loaded. It is a 9-2 ball game, and the batter is Duke Snyder. Takes a fastball high outside. Ball 1. Only the first run can be earned. No additional runs can be earned if the Dodgers get any more. The second run is not earned. Third umpire Getz inspecting the ball. The bases remain up for the full of Brooklyns. The Braves 9 and the Dodgers 2. A single with 2 out, 3 bases on balls, and error at second base. We had 2 runs in, 3 on. Snyder up there 1-0. Swings and busts the ball out into right field. A line drive right at Willard Marshall, who grabbed it for the out. So that ends that. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left. End of 7 innings, 9 runs. They're all earned on 10 hits and 1 error for the Braves. 2 runs, the first one earned, 2 hits. And for Brooklyn, no errors.